Morning, guys. It's Brian from Hashware Hub. It's about 9:50 a.m. January 25th, 2018. We're coming to you with another trading video today. This one's specifically going to be on Verge. But first, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you are on Steemit or DTube, I would greatly appreciate it for an upvote or a re-steam or both, if I could be greedy. Would be greatly appreciated. And if you're not on those two platforms, get on them. Links are down below. And if you are, the links are down below to our page there, so you can follow us there too. So let's get right into it. We're getting on Verge, as I mentioned. Last time we made a video, we were somewhere around this area right here, if I remember correctly. And Verge has kind of just continued to move on sideways, which I think is a great thing. It's an excellent thing. I think what Verge is doing, if you just back up here, if we just back up here for a second and just look at it, okay? Try to look through all these lines and stuff like that. I do apologize. I've been getting a lot of flack for that, but that's kind of just our way of trading style. And we will start deleting some of them here. But if you just look at the price action, what do you see? You see a lot of sideways momentum, right? You see, so the market ran up, and then you have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott wave count all the way up, and then we have a correction, and then we have a little bit of a down, and then we have a sideways correction. So the way I look at this is that Verge is buying time, and the only way a chart can buy time without going down is by going sideways. And yes, okay, it did go down. Granted, it did go down. There was some capitulation right here. But now it's going sideways. It's just buying time. And it is, don't worry. I get it. It did sell off, pretty drastically. It's a 0.09. The highs were, 0.28. But you see that it's a typical type of formation for coins that were overheated, all going through this period right here, okay? If this was not such a hot market, this coin probably wouldn't even have gotten up here. Maybe it would have gotten around these levels right here. So this sell-off right here would not have been anything drastic. So you have to put things into terms of the market that you're in right now. How much helium is in it. And at this point right now, this was one of the most helium-filled markets I've ever been in, and I've been doing this stuff for well before 1999. So, yeah. So right now we're going sideways, and we have this triangle formation. Before we had drawn some of these lines, it was a smaller triangle formation here. There was a smaller kind of like bullish flag right here where the market did pop up right here. And this is another thing that leads me to believe that this market does want to run up. I mean, obviously it can't, because Bitcoin is just kind of languishing and continuing to go down, sometimes sideways. It sometimes has a little run up, but basically just down. But there was a little triangle here, and this little triangle here was part of a much larger triangle which didn't show its face until kind of the market started trading on. So we waited till we kind of got to this point right here, this point of indecision, or actually point of decision. And what is it going to do? In my estimation, I would think that there's going to be at least a very little pop. Now, what do we have? We have this blue horizontal line that comes from a bunch of bottoms, right? This candle here was a bottom, this one here, and this one here. You can make an argument that also touched that line. Also here, you can say that this line was present right here. As the market stopped, it ran back up, it came back down, it stopped, and then it came through, it went back up. So this line has been around for some time. Also, when the market was going sideways right here, it was doing it right on this line. Okay, it was above it, it was below it, it was above it, it was below it, it kept on testing. It shot up above it, and then it came back down below it. And then even all here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles that tested this line. So, what does that mean? If we are to come up, we're most likely going to stop here, at least in the interim. Okay? It depends on how much volume we have and how many buyers are around that really want to pick up Verge. What we do see is there's been a drastic decline in I mean, drastic decline in volume has like happened since like back here, right? But anywhere along this line, you can even see. I mean, this was a triangle right here, and we see the volume is continuing to fall off. I love to see that in corrections. You want to see the same thing if you're truly interested in this coin or cryptos overall. You want to see volumes come down to like, small little fractions. Okay, you want to see the exchanges to start to hurt because the volume is so low that they start opening up their doors and doing things to incentivize people, because that means the volume is really low even for them too. So in my estimation, when this comes to basically a decision point, I do think we may have a small pop up here, possibly to this level. If there's going to be a correction, I don't think it's going to be anything all that drastic. I'd be surprised if we go ahead and we test these lows unless we have a major sell-off on Bitcoin. Go look at our Bitcoin video. You can kind of see what we're expecting there. But I mean, just real quick, we're at a bottom. We're at this support, and now support or resistance line, depending on which way you look at it. Right now, my expectations is we kind of go through this, and maybe we start landing around this zone right here. But at the very least, if we do bounce off from here, we should see some similar market action going on right here. So we're going to leave it there for now on Verge. And yeah, we greatly appreciate your resteam, your upvote. And also, if you're on YouTube, if you were to subscribe and hit the notification bell, that would also be greatly appreciated. Comments below also help us too. The algorithms of YouTube and also Steemit and DTube definitely pick that up, that people are engaged and they're enjoying the content. So yeah, any comment is also greatly appreciated too. So with that said, happy trading. We'll speak to you guys soon.